China's economic slowdown isn't just a short-term issue. It's the result of deep structural challenges that have been building for years. One of the biggest factors is China's high level of debt. The country's total debt, both public and private, has now reached almost 3 times its GDP. This makes it difficult for the government to stimulate the economy without creating even more financial risks. Adding to this, China's demographics are shifting. The country's population is aging and its workforce is shrinking. With fewer young people entering the labor market, the economic burden is increasingly falling on a smaller group of workers. This is expected to slow economic growth even further in the coming decades. But it's not just internal issues that China is facing. On the global stage, geopolitical tensions are adding more pressure. The ongoing rivalry with the United States over technology, trade, and military influence has pushed both nations into a more adversarial stance. Tariffs, sanctions, and restrictions on critical technologies like semiconductors have disrupted supply chains and led to a decoupling of sorts between the world's 2 largest economies. Meanwhile, China's efforts to assert more control over global trade through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative and its investments in global infrastructure are facing resistance. Countries that once welcomed Chinese investment are now reevaluating their dependence on Beijing, particularly as concerns about debt-trap diplomacy and China's long-term intentions grow. In the face of these challenges, the big question remains, can China adapt? Will it manage to steer its economy back to high growth, or is this slowdown a sign of deeper, more permanent changes to the global economic landscape? These are questions that will shape the future of not only China, but the entire world economy.